Glad to have you along from Lysacle Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Baylor Bears and the Utah Utes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. We are keeping an eye on the weather in this one. Holly Rowe has the latest.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Keep that super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So Utah's offense will have the football first. Onto the field comes Braden Pegan. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius as is good. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brake. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Making the adjustment on the play. Gets the back moving. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. 2nd and long here. Just feeds the running back. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. And the Utes send out the punt unit. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Bears offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here comes the junior running back. He has become a key piece of this offense. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Hits inside, it's Turner. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Finds the tight end. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd.
Leaping grab for a big gain. Turns it on down the left side. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. Quick give. It's Brigg. Finding themselves down. Turning on the Jets. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Fresh setter downs going to the air. It's dropped after taking the hit.
All right, guys, let's take a beat here and think about Utah.
It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to the...
Fires deep toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. The Utes headed quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Right back to the well. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. 3rd and 6 yards to go. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Good timing on the quick out. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's a give to Parker. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. They'll run the screen. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. The Utes are marching down the field. Running inside, it's Parker. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Run it with the fullback. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Utes will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return, they drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The run inside. It's Turner. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
And the Bears will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Trying to take it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll run for it. It's Parker. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. The Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. Not a lot of room to field this one. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. From the gun, it's Turner. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down, gonna throw it. Swings it out to the flat. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
Drops back on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Gonna look downfield again. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
This offense is trying to build on this lead right now, playing with tons of confidence. What a nice job there. Pass protection, quarterback doing a really great job, seeing the defense, reading the coverage, and being on the same page as his intended target. It's a big pickup for the offense, And here they go. They're trying to score more points.
That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. The Bears have it with a 1st and goal. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Beck's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bears!
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Caught in the backfield, it's Bray. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. Offense set on 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Bray. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. And the Utes are in the hurry-up. Selling the fake. Rush right in his face. Good job just to get rid of that one.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up 3rd down.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Right side, it's Parker. Turning it on! They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. The Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff for Parker. There's a crease. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Finds his back in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Changing the routes with his receiver. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Out wide right, it's Parker. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Utah now calls a timeout. They'll have 1 left. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on 4th and short. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short? Poor starting field position here for this offense. On the ground with the counter. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. We are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
fellas. Welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the Auburn Tigers. And it's the Crimson Tide in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Rice-Eccles Stadium. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. Two of those catches in the first half were two of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
I caught up with the Utes head coach coming out of the locker room. This team has found some positives with their 3-game winning streak, but right now they haven't done their job on defense. They get an opportunity now to change that, grab some momentum. We'll see how this goes to start the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on how things develop on the sidelines. Back to you.
All right, Holly. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Porter. There he goes. The 40, the 30. He's at the 10. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Bears line it up with a 1st and goal. Driving forward, it's Turner. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he's in! Touchdown, Bears!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but that 4th down stop kept them from getting anything on the board. Finds his target.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Dangerous throw there. This knocked down and incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Under pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send you. Send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down to the air. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
They're all over him. Nothing there, and he just had to throw it away.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. Third and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
Trying to make one miss. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Utes are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get it through the air. Working on the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Utes have pushed it inside the 20. Going to the run, it's Parker. Stopped behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Lost 1 on that last one, it's 2nd and 11.
It'd be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
They'll go to the air. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They are still looking to put a dent in the scoreboard. It is 3rd and goal. The snap sets up the throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
All right, interesting decision for you now. How confident are...
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Making the adjustment. They want to throw it. Rush is on. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can...
Makes a grab and room to run. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Bears. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down in your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play. And you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to throw one first. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Oh, he got loose. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Naylor sends out the offense to go to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense...
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Bears have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Here we go, ready. 1-15.
As they put the finishing touches on this victory in the season finale, let's take a look at what's in store for championship week. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. The sure hands, it's Andrews. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Fresh set of downs going up top. Going over the top. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He'll set up to throw. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Still down on the field is one of the Utah players. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Here we go. Ready? Go, go.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Quarterback signaling to his guy. They'll send the back in motion. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Long way to go on second down. He wants to throw it. He's not afraid to go deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves
intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Give to the back. Nice move to keep running. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Bears are in the red zone. Tough run here. It's Spencer. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! He ran through 2 men on his way to the end zone. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. Second and long here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Parker. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like they've just...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on fourth down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Great place to start for this offense. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. They'll need a bunch on second down. Might as well run him again. Defense holds their ground, pick up of a yard. It's at the 26. clock stops, we have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Right side, it's Shaw. He will not get to the first down marker, and now that leaves him with 4th down and a big decision. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive, 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Out wide right, it's Andrews. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. One more play to pad the stats. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Here's a throw downfield late. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice as a coaching staff, try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. Going to need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're going to watch this tape, and it's going to hurt because you're going to watch it with the coaches, and you're going to see the mess-ups and all the things you could have done better, but you got to learn from it. You got to get better. You got to grow, and that's how that works.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer,